Yo guys, I'm HP, this is Dr. Pink. Today's topic is crazy swinging blues guitar licks, the color red for music. And before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, and also join the HPCrazy Guitar Community. So what we're talking about today, I'll show you and then I get into further explanations. Alright, let's go. And so on. You probably already heard the problem. We have here a swinging shuffle blues, a swinging blues guitar track, an old style blues riff on 165 BPM, and on this tempo, playing this shuffled 8 notes can be quite a challenge, and we're gonna check out what we want to do here to make it swing less the blah, you know. It's really cool, and it's kind of a Stevie Ray Vaughan technique, but also basic technique. So the first technique of all, before you even start with this, is play the 2/4 dead and 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. Play it along with this. And then we start. So that's a really important part of also play it with a 2/4, feel foot on 2/4, here 2/4, and then you're gonna play the lick, and we're gonna check out the lick now. Yo, we're playing in a G minor pentatonics. And as I already said, the main thing to get this thing swinging as hell is the 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and then you just add this. So you play the lick is really simple. It's 1 1, and on 2 you make the dead note 1 2 3 4, and 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and 1 2. So that's the main thing. It looks quite simple, but it has to be really tight and in groove. So 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and 1 2 3 4. Okay, then put up the tempo. Okay, and now you add something extra. Now comes a really trick. So you can play this as a repeating pattern, but when you play it as repeated, it starts to sound boring if you play the same thing all the time. So the second time you play this, the first note is anticipated, so it comes on 4 ends. So you have, so first is 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and 1 2 3 4. This one is then anticipated on 4 ends, and you keep it 1 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 2 3. And this way this thing starts to swing as okay, and if the tempo is high, you really push it to the limit. You can also make a variation on the first note. Instead of just playing a quarter note, you play 2 8 notes. And to make it more swing, you make a kind of a dead note pull-off. So you make a pull-off, but you damp it immediately. So gives this little effect. And with this again, also you make the same trick again. First you play it on beat, so and then second time you make it anticipated. You start on 4-end. And this way you pull the beat back and then you push the swings a lot. Let's move on to the next lick. One of the main problems, as I say, we are on 165 BPM. If you want to play those shuffle dates, you're going to sound a little bit stiff somehow, you know. It will not sound cool. Well, it works, but the real swing, the pushing swing is missing. And there's a really simple trick, and that's why I mentioned Stevie Ray Vaughan at the beginning. Stevie Ray Vaughan did, and also other players that you make this. You make this, again, this kind of pull-offs, but not completely pull-offs, you know. A real pull-off will be like this, but you make them a little bit tighter and a little bit later and a little bit damper. And then you just go over the open strings. You basically play. You can just wander around just with these pull-offs. You can do this always with the open string. And then sync it with the beat. One. Really cool, and it works, and it's not really too hard to play. You just need to be really on time and get this 2/4 feeling down in the licks. That's really cool. Okay, now we want to make a combination with two other classic licks we can make. Something like this. You make the figure. That's gonna sound really cool. And by the way, if you want to make this properly, then you get this movement which Stevie Ray Vaughan did a lot, you know, out of the elbow, you know. This hitting down, you know, this gives us a real swing. And that's what makes this thing really cool. Really cool. And now we add the other classic, like this one. So we make the classic lick here, the classic blues lick, bending here in the 5th, 3/3. Pull off 6/3, and then we go into this. And then we do this first part, the classic lick, and then we just end it up with this swinging thing. It's also cool. So on. You probably heard it again, the trick with the anticipation on 4-end. You start the first one on 1, you start on 4-end, and this gives this extra kick. And then you just can pull it through. Now let's make just put everything together and you see how these licks work, and you're really gonna swing as there will be no tomorrow. So guys, these were the basic techniques, but the main trick to get it swinging as, you know, the 2/4 feel. You know, on this tempo, 165, it's 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. It's even the 2/4 feel is pushing a lot. And then with these gimmicks I just showed, you know, the anticipation, the kind of anticipated pull-offs, let's call them like this, they make your thing swinging, yo. Really cool. I would normally dive into the color red, but it also sometimes helps, you know, to just try to express a picture and give the intensity of a picture. You know, I'm not really a fan of licks. I'm more a fan of playing emotions, pictures, and if you want to play intense, when I do stuff like that, I don't think about licks. I just think about how to get into intensity, red, and just push it. And then everything starts floating and everything comes together, and you will never learn that if you only just think about licks. Try to get this into emotion, into an expression, into a picture, and then just let it. But of course you first need to know the basic techniques, but then you can start to get really cool on that. Yo, what more to say? I wrote down, even I'm not a fan of licks, but I wrote it down for you. You can download it in the HPCrazy Guitar Kit, plus this cool backing track I produced, old style, finger picking, blues riff, is really cool. Also you can learn it in the HPCrazy Guitar Kit. Please join there and please become a premium member in order to support the work which me and Dr. Pink are doing for the community. If you love this channel, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please share to the world that this channel exists, that we exist, and then we are all gone on the good path to happiness and guitar insanity. Yo, me and Dr. Pink are saying goodbye.